Welcome back, casual collectors. I'm Steelwolf.
And Spider Kid.
And today we're going to be bringing you our very first SH Figuarts of Son Goku, a Saiyan Raised on Earth.
So we bought him at Big Back Toy Store for the price of $40 plus shipping. You can also find him at Target for the price of $34.99. But good luck, because he is pretty hard to find. Okay, so with all that said,
come, say your wish.
alright Shenron, I wish we can get Goku out of the packaging.
A very easy wish. Farewell.
So before we get into the figure, here we have all the accessories that come with Goku. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at these faces. This guy looks pretty cool. I like how SH Figuarts always gives you a lot of little accessories. I've always liked that. And I like these faces that they give you. I think it's a better way of doing it instead of doing the whole head sculpt. This definitely, I want to say, is more cost effective for them. So yeah, you can see some of that anime art style on the nose there, the little details. That looks great. Everything looks pretty clean. The mouth looks good. Alright, let's take a look at another one. Here's your more typical Goku face, his little happy face here. That looks great. Those eyebrows came out really nice, especially the ends there. And here we have your more angrier looking Goku here, looking to the side there. This is a great face right here for like if he's powering up with the Kamehameha. That looks good. And then we have our last face here, which is more of your serious looking face. This is a face here that's going to look good in any pose. So as you can see, we get a bunch of additional hands. We get one more left hand than we do a right hand, but it's still a good amount of hands. So let's take a look. So here we have the more opened hand here. These are going to be great hands for his moves, you know, for his Kamehameha charging, for his, you know, blast effect after he throws them out like this, you know, even for his spirit bomb, that would look good. But these are great hands. They're grabbing hands, fireball hands, you name it. These look really good. Love the detail on these guys. You can see fingernails on there and everything. These next set of hands is more of a martial arts posed hand here, or kind of like a fighting style type of thing, you know. Same amount of detail as the other ones. Fingernails, some subtle details of knuckles and little lines there. That looks good. And of course we have our fisted hands. These are always a must. I still think that with any action figure, fisted hands should be a standard issue with any action figure. And our last set of hands here. We have more of this kind of like a high five, kind of like a just a hello type of hand. And we always see Goku kind of use this pose here. This other hand here, we have him holding the two fingers up. People would like to basically use this here in the pose of him doing his instant transmission, or just kind of holding his hands up like this, you know? I think either way, it would look really good. And that's all the accessories that come with Goku. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into some closer details of the figure himself. Here we have Goku out of the package, looking absolutely amazing. These SH Figuarts always leave me with my jaw open because they just look so cool. Alright, enough drooling over this guy. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at what some of these faces look like on the figure itself. Here's the first face that we have on Goku here, and this is his more serious face. And this one looks really cool on the figure himself. And here we have the next face, his more happier face. And that looks amazing as well. And here he is with his angrier face here, with the teeth showing, looking kind of upwards. And I still think that this would be a really good one, as if he was charging up his Kamehameha wave, about to shoot that fireball up in the air. But that looks great. Look at that. And here's the last face on him. And this one is more of a screaming face. This would be your power-up face here when he's powering up, or right after he shoots his Kamehameha. This looks really great. And just in case you guys don't have an SH Figuarts or aren't familiar with this line here, we're going to show you real quick here how to put these faces on. So basically, you grab onto the hair piece right here in the front, and this just pops off. As you can see, there's two little pegs there. You can see right there that poured into the top. So that goes down there, we take that off, and then the face just comes off. And again, the face is held on by 2 additional pegs as well. And you can see the peg holes right there. You have the 2 on top for the hair, and then 1 for the face is right there, those 2 there. And that's how simple it is to basically put that on. And yeah, this looks like pure nightmare fuel right here, right? Well, let's go ahead and just pop them back in. Again, you have your 2 pegs right there. And those are going to go right into the bottom holes, just like that. Then you're going to put your top hair piece. This one here goes on the peg holes on the top. Very simple, very quick. I love this a lot better than the whole head sculpt, head popping thing. I always feel like those pegs are just going to break off. But I think this is really cool the way they did this. Alright, let's take a closer look at some of these details on the figure. Alright, so let's take a closer look at these details. So we already covered the face. I mean, just look at that. That looks great. You can see the ears there, nice and sculpted too. Let's take a look at this hair though. I mean, man, did this come out looking really nice. Love all these little subtle lines that you have in there. Very, very nice. Yeah, and yeah, some of these tips of the hair are a little sharp. They're pointy, but it's nothing where it's going to hurt you or anything like that. Looking really good there, the hair. Definitely nailed that Goku hair, that's for sure. Down to the neck area here, we can see that we have some sculpt there on his neck. We have also sculpt there on the clavicles, part of the chest muscles there. All this cool sculpting here on the gi. These wrinkle lines look good. The symbol looks great too. That came out looking really nice. On the shoulders here, we got some more of that sculpt of those wrinkles, and we also have some of his blue shirt exposed, as well as right here on the chest, looking really nice. On the back side here, there's that symbol again. That looks great. Some more of those subtle wrinkle lines on the gi. Down to the belt. The belt looks really nice. Got that nice blue to it. There's the Goku butt, looking a little weird here. The split down the middle. Not necessarily his crack, but, you know, that looks kind of very weird. Back to the arms here, we have all this cool sculpting of the muscles here. I mean, that definitely screams Dragon Ball Z. We have his wristbands here. Those look really nice and blue there. There's the fisted hands. Definitely looks good. So in the front here, we have his belt. Nice and blue there. It doesn't move left or right per se, but it does swing. You can move this part here. The belt won't get in the way of posing the figure for sure. And here we have the crotch there. That looks kind of weird with that split there. More sculpting of all these wrinkles on the pants. Came out looking really good. On the back of the pants here, some more of those wrinkles. That looks good. Kind of don't like how they use these type of joints here. They kind of stick out too much. But nonetheless, at least they were painted in the same color, so that's good. Down to the boots here. These boots look great. Got that rope there, and there is some sculpted detail on that rope. It's definitely got that texture in there. Here we have the front of the boot. There's that little ribbon there. Got some more of this yellow right there. And on the bottom, we do have treads, but no peg holes. No peg holes on this figure. And there you have it. All the details on this Goku. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into some articulation. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into some articulation. Let's start with the head. His head goes left, it goes right, goes completely around here, and he can look up about that much, which is great for your flying poses. And he can look down that much. He doesn't really have a forward and back kind of motion or a pile driver. Or the Quagmire, if you can see there, just a tiny little bit. He does do some tilt though, a little bit of tilt there. Down to the arms here. You can actually move these shoulder pads here or his sleeves just like this. That way you can change his poses and these won't get in the way. The arms do go around a complete 360. He does have double jointed elbows that go in about that much. The wrists go completely around, but they are not on a hinge. His bicep does swivel, and his shoulder goes up about that much there. If If you turn it this way, you can go a little higher than that, but then this looks kind of weird here. So with the shoulder sleeve in place, where it's supposed to be, it goes up about that much. For the chest here, you can actually do a ab crunch forward about that much. You can go back about that much. He does tilt that far, both sides, and he does swivel about that much. His legs can do splits. They kick out about that much there, and they can kick forward. Let's move this belt out the way first. It can kick forward about that much. His legs do rotate, kind of like an upper thigh cut. He does have double jointed knees that can go back about this much, and his ankles do pivot, and he also has toe articulation, as you can see there. Feet will point down that much, and they will go up about that much. And Goku measures up to about 6 inches if you're counting this top part of his hair here. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons with other Dragon Ball Z figures. Alright, for a size comparison, here we have Goku next to the SH Figuarts Kid Goku and the SH Figuarts Bodycoon with Spider Kid custom clothing. For another comparison, here we have your Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku next to the Figuarts Standard Son Goku Ultra Instinct Plastic Model Kit. Lastly, here we have the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku next to the GameStop exclusive Super Saiyan 2 Goku from the Dragon Stars series, Vegeta from the Dragon Star series, Perfect Cell, and Final Form Frieza, also from the Dragon Stars series. It's that time again to give this guy a rating. So I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a rating of
Legendary.
And this guy just basically speaks for himself. I mean, he just looks absolutely amazing. He looks like he just got ripped out of the show. Love the additional accessories. You get plenty of hands, you get plenty of different faces, and his articulation is great. Definitely gives you the ability to pose him in a lot of cool fighting poses, and a lot of cool funny poses, and action poses.
The rating I would give would be also like
Legendary.
the reason why is because, like you said, it is a great figure. All the posability is crazy, and I like how you don't have to pop the head off just to put a different one, but instead just get multiple different faces and then just slap it on there. And I also like all the detail it is, all the sculpting, like every little like individual piece has its own little paint on it, so it matches with the figure really, really good.
So, final thoughts on this Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. You know, I liked everything that they gave us. You know, I did enjoy the additional hands, the variety of the hands, and I did like the 4 faces that they gave us. There was a good variety in that as well. I feel that they missed one face that me and Spider Kid definitely agree should have been in the set, and that would be a surprised face. I mean, we always see Goku with that goofy surprised face, but we were lacking that, and we didn't get that face in this packaging, so that was kind of a disappointment. So one of the things that me and Spider Kid definitely agreed on that this figure was lacking was the power pole accessory. Now, the Kid Goku, as you see here from SH Figuarts, he came with this power pole in a miniaturized form and just hanging off his back here with this thread. And it would have been cool if that Goku would have came with something like this, you know? Since it is the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, I like to think that that's the one from the very first couple episodes of the Dragon Ball Z saga. You know, when he still used the Nimbus Cloud in that, and I can't recall if he did have this on his back or not at one point in the beginning episodes, but that would have been a nice, cool little feature to have on him. And it's not like we can use this one on this Goku here, only because this is extremely small. But that would have been a nice little additional accessory for this Goku. But don't get me wrong, I liked what they gave us. Great variety of stuff. Love the posability, love the articulation. At a price point at about $40, it's not bad. I mean, if you're lucky enough to find him at Target for a $34, even better. But $40, it's not bad for an SH figure art.
Overall, it's a pretty good figure, and I like all the posability about it. And one thing I wish it should have came with it was that face, and also probably just like different hair effects, like a wind effect probably. And maybe just more hands, like more like grabbing hands probably.
And that's going to do it for our review on the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku from SH Figure Arts. I'm Steel Wolf.
And Spider Kid.
Continue collecting, and remember,
Stay casual.